How do you become the last person in the house or in the business or in the conversation? A lot of times it begins with how you start. You've got to find out if there's somebody else you're competing against. A lot of times they won't tell you unless you ask them directly. And even then, sometimes you get kind of bamboozled and, not necessarily tricked, but sometimes they don't want you to know that there's somebody else. They just want to get as much knowledge from you because they have a buddy that they want to do the business, and they don't have the heart to tell you. They don't realize that they're taking food off of your plate. They don't realize that you have to eat just as much as your friend, and you've done all the work, all the heavy lifting. Yes. I always tell a contractor, if he's the first one out and nobody can beat his price, I'll call him back. I think that's only fair. I think sometimes we make the mistake of thinking that, we're doing somebody else a favor at the cost of doing somebody else a disservice. But you, as an agent or a financial planner, an entrepreneur, you've got to figure out, how can I be the last one in? And I always like to tell them, my Bible says the first will be last and the last will be first. So I would most likely like to be last, because then I'll make the opportunity to be able to tell them, listen, this is what we can do and this is what we can do better. And I don't have to waste a whole lot of time because they've already had all this things. They say, wait a minute, now you just said that, the contractor, you bring them back. Well, yeah, I do. But that contractor is a little bit different thing. When I'm trying to compete with somebody in the financial world, I've got to have a better product. I've got to have a better idea, a business book card. Yes. I keep pushing that with you guys. What makes you different? What if you guys have the same of everything, but your explanation's better? What if you guys have the same of everything, but you have a better track record? What if you guys have the same message, but you have a better product? Need to make that clear. Yes?